The centre of Newcastle will be open for longer from this evening in an effort to boost business. Those behind the extended hours say it'll bring millions of pounds to the city.
But one union says the changes are bad news for shop workers and they won't actually encourage people to spend more. Well, let's cross live to the city centre now and join Helen Ford. Helen.
Thank you very much. Well, traditionally, of course, our town and city centres pretty much shut down at 5 or 6 in the evening. That's no longer the case here in Newcastle, you can probably see and hear behind me. Shops will be staying open until 8 p.m. Monday to Friday and until 7 on a Saturday. It's all called a line after 5. But the Shop Workers Union USDA says we should all spare a thought for those behind the tills who may now be forced to work later into the evenings.
It completely attacks family life. You talk about the right to go shopping you want, but what about the people who now won't have childcare? I've never seen extended trading hours secure any more revenue anywhere. They do it to try and take market share from other places, but if you're shopping in Newcastle at 8 o'clock, maybe you're shopping in Byker at 6.
Helen is looking fairly busy there. Now, USDA is clearly against the longer opening hours, but it's putting a lot into this scheme, isn't it?
Well, that's right. It's not just about the shops staying open longer. As you can tell, it's all about street entertainment, and the City Council's own 8 multi-storey car parks are going to be free of charge in the evening. Let me bring in Phil Steele, who's the general manager of the Elder Square Shopping Centre. Phil, let's pick up on that point raised by USDA, that people won't be spending more money. It must be exactly the same amount, just a different time of day.
I think what's happened in Birmingham and Manchester and other big cities is they've gone to evening trade and it's been hugely successful. We believe that there's lots of business out there. It's not just diluting the existing trade, but it's building on the trade that's out there. We think you give people more opportunity to shop and they'll spend more money.
But every time we turn on the news at the moment, we're hearing the word cuts. Do you really believe that people have got the money to spend at all this Christmas and, in fact, into the New Year?
I think there's an awful lot of spend out there. We're seeing at the moment that sales are very good. There's definitely a bounce back in the retail sector. I think people really want to get out there, particularly for Christmas, and we believe there's a real opportunity to extend trading, and I think that's good for tourism, that's good for the economy, and it's retail.
And what about this point that people might now be forced to work later into the evening when really they don't want to? They want to go home and spend a little bit of quality time with their families.
Well, I think this is a real opportunity for people. More than very few people are actually forced into working late. I think the extended hours gives more opportunity for extended hours, so people will earn more, and also an opportunity to create more employment, which is great for Newcastle.
Phil, thank you very much indeed for joining us. So this, of course, is the run-up to Christmas, so no doubt we're going to have lots of people coming and doing their shopping in the next few weeks. But this isn't just a Christmas initiative. This is going to be for the long term. From Newcastle City Centre, I'll hand you back to the studio.
Thank you very much indeed, Helen Ford, for us on the first late night shopping night in Newcastle.